Hey, how's it going, YouTube? JTwoH back here for another video. A month later, we're doing my February pickups for the month of February, and there's not much this month. Work went from like already being crazy to even crazier, 7 days a week type thing. So I haven't been paying attention much to deals. Haven't been doing much spending, buying any of that good stuff. So. Let's get into it. Like I said, this will be, compared to last month's, it'll be almost nothing, but hey, I'm trying. I got a spare however long this will take, so. Oops, sorry, I'm bumping shit. We'll get right into it. So, I'd say 90% of this, which is probably bad math, is screener titles from companies, which is awesome. So first off, we'll go with the first thing we got. I think I got this the first week of February. This is a double pack from Mill Creek. This one's available now. Man, it's super bright in here. You can see that. Yeah, you can see that. It's Rosewood Lane and White Noise the Light. Now, White Noise the Light has Katie Sackhoff. I hope I'm saying that right. Who I'm a huge fan of. I dig her work. She's a beauty, man. So had to grab this when they offered it to me. Even if the first movies do, Katie Sackhoff, you gotta get it. So, man, it's super bright. It's very late at night while I'm filming this. Only one up in the house, and the light is directly above. So bear with me. There you go. It kind of works. How about that? No, it's way too back. Anyway, so that was the first title they sent me early February. This one I'm super excited about, especially compared to what I got last month. Because I'm a huge fan of The Office, and she is also from The Office. The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, again, available now. This one is on Blu-ray. It's still, I haven't even opened it. I've been so busy. From Mill Creek. Now, Ellie Kemper is also from The Office, as is Mindy from the Mindy Project last month. So, excited to get both of these and check these out. Oh, you can see my filming apparatus there. Maybe I'd have to go this way. No, it sucks either way. Anyway, excited to check this out. I think this one was a Netflix exclusive. And, yeah, the Mill Creek went ahead and put them out on Blu-ray, which is amazing. I'm loving that Mill Creek is doing this. And they have a couple more coming. So, really excited to check that one out. Big thank you to Mill Creek for that one. Let's see if I can focus on that one. Nope. So, yeah, The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. This is a 8-disc set. I'll have reviews of both of these eventually, just not at the moment. I'm so busy, man. My work schedule, the first 4 months of the year is insane compared to the rest of the 8 months. So it's just, you just gotta weather the storm. The next thing is not a review title. Someone commented on one of my videos and said, hey, Season 2 is in stock. It's prime shipped, and it's $9.99. So I bought it that day without even thinking about it. So Ed, Edd n Eddy, the complete second season. This one I opened to make sure it was in good quality. But yeah, I got the first season a while back because they had it at my Walmart for whatever reason. So I ended up getting the second season from Amazon for $10, which is what I think I paid for the paid for the first season. Now, I think these are the only two that were actually released, which is such a shame because it's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, childhood shows. So, I wish I would have gotten like the whole series or a complete series. Mill Creek, if you're listening, need a complete series of that on Blu-ray. Speaking of Mill Creek, the next two titles, or even more Mill Creek, in the same month, in the same review video, stuff I still haven't even opened yet. So, the next thing must be the next Ultraman. I know it's the next Ultraman release, but I don't know chronologically where this fits in. Ultraman Orb, the original saga, and Ultra Fight Orb. So cool beans there. Again, I haven't even popped it open to check out the movie spree. I haven't done anything with these. I'm like, oh yeah, and then I forget and I get so busy. If you're paying attention, I started the Kevin Smithathon and got like quite a bit through it in January, and I've just completely put it on hold because I'm insanely busy. I am. So those are coming. Also, they took Clerks 2 off of YouTube illegally, so I have no way of watching Clerks 2. So that's the other thing. But I digress. We're talking about Ultraman here. So Ultraman, Orb, the original saga, and I believe the Ultra Fight Orb. I think they're both movies. No, the original saga is 12 episodes, and then Ultra Fight Orb, I believe, is a movie. So pretty cool there. Looking forward to checking that one out. And then next up is really cool because this is the 4th release. I tried the first 3 to get the Steelbook, and I didn't get them, but with this 4th release, they decided to send me the Steelbook. So I got the Steelbook release of Return of Ultraman on Steelbook. Again, still sealed because I haven't even had a chance to open. I haven't even opened up my Steelbook. That's how crazy this is. It's shipped well. I mean, they shipped it in a nice box with padding and with the other Ultraman, so I was really excited to get this. It's going to look wonky on the shelf next to the first 3, not in Steelbook form, but I'm not going to complain. So, Return of Ultraman there. Ultraman, Return of Ultraman, however you want to pronounce it. And that's it for the review title. So I'd say basically half, not 90%. I was mistaken. Next up thing is probably the most exciting thing. This was a blind buy for me. I was hoping I'd get it from Lionsgate. They didn't have enough, which is totally fine. I never bitch when it comes to not getting something. I mean, it's unfortunate, but hey, you can't win them all. So I went ahead and picked this up day 1 on 4K and sold the digital copy immediately. So this one's opened, even though I still have yet to check it out. And I've been so excited to watch this. I just never have a chance to sit down and watch this, even though it's only been a week. So maybe, cross your fingers for me, Sunday night, I'll be checking this out with the wife. Knives Out on 4K with just a crazy cast. Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Jamie Lee Curtis, Michael Shannon, Toni Collette, I hope I'm saying that right, Catherine Langford, Christopher Plummer. Just oh my gosh, I was so excited about this. Rick talks this up a lot. Like I said, I wish I could have got it from Lionsgate, but oh well. I just blind bought it. Worst comes to worst, I'm just going to sell the physical copy, if it's awful, but I highly doubt it because I've heard nothing but good things about Knives Out. And I had to get it on 4K. The last 4 things for physical media are all from Mr. Joe Martinez. Joe reached out to me, I think it was the last Sunday I had off, and he's like, hey, I'm at a Dollatry, and they have some titles. Do you want me to just run them off real quick? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he went ahead and did that, and I grabbed 4, and he was gracious. He was thinking about me. He called me on a Sunday morning. I highly appreciate that. And today, as of the day I'm recording this, he called me while I was at work. I had a client sit in front of me, but you don't not take Joe Martinez's call, ladies and gentlemen. And we talked, and he grabbed me some more. Two titles I'm pretty excited about. So, big shout out to Joe Martinez. If you don't follow him, you're wrong. If you don't subscribe to him, there's something wrong with you. So, I can't recommend him enough. Next up, I'm totally out of order here. Next up, I've wanted this for like the last 4 Dollar Tree titles. No one's been able to grab it for me. Just either because I didn't know you knew that. I saw 3 copies. Or, I never bring it up. But for $1, I'm not paying anything more than $1 for this. I have the first one on Blu-ray, one of my favorite Christmas movies. But I highly doubt there's anything like it. Jingle All the Way 2, starring Larry the Cable Guy. I like Larry the Cable Guy in Health Inspector. It's such a funny movie. I enjoy Health Inspector. Delta Farce was okay. I think it grows on you. So I'm kind of excited for this, but I have the first one. It was $1. There was a code. I'm not passing up on that. Next up, I literally know nothing about this movie. It was $1. It came with a slip, and I had a code. All I know about this movie. And the code redeemed. Ooh, it's got Rosario Dawson in it. We have Puerto Ricans in Paris. That's the extent of it. And Rosario Dawson there, who is like, I think she's slowly becoming my celeb crush. I will watch entire movies or episodes of shows because she's in it. Something about Rosario Dawson, man. I'm putting up what's that expression? Picking up what she's putting down, if you know what I'm saying. I'd lick her asshole or something to that effect. Whatever those sayings are, you know what I mean? What are those cheesy sayings people say? I hope my wife doesn't watch this. Next up, even though I hate this actor, I knew the code would redeem, and maybe the wife would want to watch it. It's got Morgan Freeman in it, which I like. Transcendence with Johnny Depp. Yeah, there's $1. There's a code. I don't like Johnny Depp at all. In fact, I feel the opposite about Johnny Depp as I do Rosario Dawson. I will go out of my way not to watch Johnny Depp movies because he's awful. He almost ruined the Fantastic Beasts franchise. He was shitty in Rango, and all he did was the voice. Like, this guy has a propensity to fuck up everything he's in because he's a shit human being and a terrible actor. But that's just my opinion. I mean, what do I know? He makes way more money than I do, fucking guy. I think the only thing I actually like him in is Edward Scissorhands. Oh, in Nightmare on Elm Street. Last thing, like I said, for the physical media, this is the Canadian release, I believe. This movie, I see a lot of Big Lots, the English version, or the American version, and I was tempted to pick it up at $3, so when Joe said he found it for $1, I just told him to snag it, even though it was the Canadian and there's no code. Dream House? Or is it The Dream House? Dream House. With Daniel Craig. That's 2 Daniel Craigs in the same hall. Pretty crazy. But yeah, this is the Canadian release. Now, this movie, if I recall, is Sony, and it's notorious for the big plot, the big mystery of this movie being spoiled in the trailer. So you know what happens. That's why I'm not spending any more than $1 on it, but I want to know how they get there. Naomi Watts and Rachel Weisz. I can't think of anything these two are in that would impress me. But it was $1. It's kind of cool, the Canadian release of that. So yeah, it's everything I got from Dollar Tree from Joe. Big thank you to him again. I will have something from him in the next video, a month from now. Okay, so now we're transitioning again. That was all the media. I'd say physical media, but this is kind of physical media too. Those are all the movies and stuff. Next up would be the only book/comic book I purchased for the month. And if you follow me on Instagram, you know what this is because I was excited and I post pictures. Post pictures of most everything I get on my Instagram because it's easy. You snap a pic, you post it on Instagram. I can post it while I'm going to the bathroom at work. It's not like this where I have to sit and I have to hold your attention. You have to hold my attention. But anyway, this is special to me because this was something I had in my hand at an Ollie's once. And now that I'm seeing the size of this, I don't think it was this. I think it was a subset of these stories. And I had this in my hand, and I put it down because I was like, I don't know if I should spend the money on it right now. I don't know if I'm interested enough. Put it down, went to look at something else the wife was nagging me about. I came back, and it was gone. I couldn't find it in the store. Couldn't find another copy. I've tried a couple times for eBay bids to get this, and I failed every time. I contacted someone directly about this, and they said, oh, mine's just a copy my dog got a hold of, and I wasn't going to spend money on that. So, funny story, I was on eBay late one night. I had just gotten home. I was watching Monday Night Raw. Placed a bid for this, $10.80. Didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, at least I was in on it. At least I can say I tried. Fast forward a week and a day. So Tuesday morning I wake up early to go to work, and it says you won an eBay auction. I was like, I didn't even bid on anything. And it was this. I got it for $10.80. I think shipped. No, I think it was up to $15 with shipping. Either way, that's a steal for what this is. So without any further ado, this is the... Oh, shit. I gotta back up. This is the Just Imagine Omnibus by Stan Lee in the DC Universe. So what it is based on what I've heard and read about this. Just imagine is Stan Lee's take on the DC Universe characters. What if, Stan Lee wrote these characters? And it's brand new, sealed. I mean, it's opening out. It's not, perfect condition, and that could have been my son standing on the book because, it's what 8-month-olds do, and pulling it and biting it, and my cat laid on it at one point. But it's still sealed for now. But yeah, it's his take on what these characters would look like, what they would act like. I'm like, I think that's Batman up there, and he looks like a troll. Like, I don't think, like I said, this is way too big. This isn't what I had in my hand. I think I had, volume 1. So this is even better. But especially with Stan Lee passing, this became weirdly hard to find. So I was glad I got this for $10. It's got Stan Lee's take on Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Green Lantern, Flash, JLA, Robin, Shazam, Aquaman, Catwoman, Sandman. Oh, that's who that is. Crisis, and more. So this is really cool. I was excited to get this. I don't know much about the DC universe, so it'll kind of be nice to see, some of the origins. I mean, I'd say about as much as like your basic. I don't even know your bare bones comic book guy about the DC universe, and probably more than that. I'm not giving myself enough credit, but to read these and this, they just seem like a self-contained, interesting stories. Is my point. So pretty cool. I've talked about that enough. It's huge too. Like, we'll go that way. There you go. It's pretty big, man. I don't say what pages. Cover price was $75, so I got it for a deal. Even if they were only selling it for $75, I got it for a deal. So, let's see if I can do a thing. An elevator. There's the media pickups. So you got $4 Tree, Knives Out, 2 review titles, Ed and Eddie, and 2 more review titles. So, yeah, almost just a handful this month. It was pretty pitiful. So, just busyness. It was cool though. Knives Out. I was able to get that first day, and that was exciting. It gets me excited when I can sneak away from work for 5 minutes, even though the errand was 4 diapers. But I managed to sneak in a movie there. And then elevator. Boom, you saw that. So that's the February stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. For sure, give it the likes and the shares. I don't have... My views have kind of went, which is understandable because I post 1 video a month now. But if everyone who subscribes, like there's almost 1,200 of you now, could watch the video, then they'd be okay. But it's here and there, and it's whatever. So the next couple months will be weird. So thank you so much for watching. A big thank you to Joe Martinez for looking out for your boy like he always does. He's an excellent YouTuber and a gentleman and a scholar, and I really appreciate him looking out for me and his wonderful little family, his girlfriend, and his cute-ass kid, and all sorts of stuff. And then I was excited for this. I still am excited for that. So, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm knocking shit over. Follow me on my social medias. I'm still kind of active on the Twitter. I retweet stuff when I'm taking the shit at work. Letterboxd. I've watched 3 movies in February. I watched Birds of Prey. Oh, there's the bucket right there. And then I rewatched both National Treasure movies. That was it for February. It was an off month, man. It's so busy. Nothing much on my Blu-ray page. My TV time, I watch TV a lot because of either the second monitor at work or I come home from my lunch breaks with my wife and I watch TV. And we're watching a lot more TV because we're not watching movies. It's easier just to watch a half hour of a show and go to bed because I'm so tired. So the TV time I would recommend checking out of mine. Nothing on my eBay page because I've been so busy. So anyway, they're all in the description if you'd like. Thank you so much for watching. I've rambled too much. It's nice to record. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and I'll catch you later.